Okay, we're going to talk about your position, position number 3. We can see that's right here, right here. And we're going to talk about just some general things about offense, some things about your position in general, and then we're going to take a look at your position as the ball's coming up the floor on offense, your position against the zone defense, and your position against man-to-man defense. So what do we try to do on offense? Well, we're trying to score as a team. Sometimes that means you score, and many other times it means a teammate scores. So what are we talking about, things that you can do to help make that happen, to help your team score, whether it be you or a teammate? And one thing to always think about, or to kind of question you always want to answer on the floor when you're unsure of what to do, is what can I do to help my team score? That's the question you want to ask. And sometimes that'll be saying, hey, we're running a play and I should be doing this, or I should make a good pass, I want to get open, I want to take a good shot. But that's the question you're always answering, is what can I do to help my team score? So let's look at a couple things here. Okay, on offense, just to go back for a second. On offense, we're always taking what the defense gives us. So you take what the defense gives you as an offensive player. And remember, on offense, we are in control. So on defense, we're faster. We're trying to get the ball, be faster. But when we make that transition into offense, now we're saying we are in control. We're going to try to score. This is what we're setting up. This is what we're going to do. And you may try to counter it, but no matter what you do, we're going to take whatever you give us, because you're going to give us something, and I'm going to see what that is, and I'm going to take it. And we're going to score as a team and try to get a good shot off. So that's the kind of mentality you want to have on offense. What can I do to help my team score? We're in control, and take what the defense gives you. So a couple things. We'll talk about passing right now. You want to make good passes. Most of the time they're going to be bounce passes. You want to take, make sure somebody's open when you pass it to them. Another thing is, when you're getting open, if you don't have the ball, you want to work to get open. And we talked about maybe making a V-cut so that you can get open away from your defender so that your teammate can pass you the ball. It may be about going to the open spot on the floor. So you want to work to get open. Use cuts, and a lot of times you want to take a step into the pass. If someone's passing to you, don't just always wait for the ball to come right to you. You may just want to take it just a slight step in, so you can get the ball to be that much further ahead of your defender to make sure you get the ball. Okay, and on offense with shooting, if you have a good shot, take it. So let's take a look at your position as the ball moves up the floor. So here you see your teammate, position number 1, bringing the ball up the floor. Now he may bring it up in the middle here. He may come over here, and he may come over here. But as you see your teammate bring the ball up, this is where you say, okay, I got to work to get open. I want to have to where when my teammate with the ball, let me give him the ball back. My teammate with the ball comes in a good position, I'm already going to be open. So you may have to start V-cutting as you see your teammate getting open. You may want to already V-cut so that when he gets here, you're already open and can get the ball. So think about, what can you do? Another thing you could do is maybe 5's down here, and your teammate 5, and there's a defender. Maybe you can set a screen if 5 gets open so he can get the ball here and take a good shot. Okay, so you can set screens, you can do V-cuts to get open. Another thing you want to do, this is kind of unique for position number 3, is sometimes your guy with the ball is being pressed all the way up, meaning the defender's not even allowing your teammate with the ball to get up here. So in that case, you have a responsibility to say, I'm going to go and set a back screen. I'm going to come here and just stand behind the defender. This way, if way 1 goes, this guy is going to run into your screen, and 1 can get by him. And then you come off and you come back in your position. So it actually works pretty nice, because the defender here, so we'll say number 2 here, is defending the ball. You run up instead of back screen, and number 1 just gets right by him because 2 stopped by you. Okay, and then now you're already ahead of 2, so you can run back. And now look, you guys actually have an advantage because the defender's behind you. Okay, so you could maybe even run up while 1's running up, and you can get the ball. So, and we'll talk about this more, but your unselfishness will often lead to you getting the ball to have a chance to score. So that's about bringing the ball up. Again, you want to, as you see the ball coming up, you want to work to get open, maybe set a screen. And when we're running a play, you may have an assignment. You want to execute that assignment. And lastly, as the ball's coming up, you may have to set a screen here for your teammate so that he can get by him. Okay, so now let's take a look at your position against the zone here. So here's your position number 3. We see we're playing a zone defense, 2-3 defense. And we play zone defense. What we really want to do is get the ball in here. Oops. Get the ball in the middle here. That's really what we're trying to do. Now that could be because there's a gap that can be attacked to get the ball there, or it could mean there's an open teammate that we can pass to get the ball there. So let's talk about a gap first. So a gap is when there's a lot of distance between 2 defenders right here. So that's enough of a gap for you to take the ball in and to get a shot off, or at least bring it in. So if you attack a gap and 5 comes here, well then hopefully 5 moved out so you could pass it to him and then he's got a good shot. But that's what a gap is. A gap is a big distance between 2 defenders that you can attack. Okay. Another thing you can do is make a pass in the middle. Maybe there's not a gap enough for you to get in there, but there's enough for you to make a bounce pass to number 5, and number 5's closer. It can take a good shot. So always be looking in here. Say, because your teammates, their responsibility is and they can only be inside here for 4 seconds before they have to get out. So that's why you always got to be looking inside here, because they're going to come in quick. They may come in, boom, I'm open, and you may have to be fast enough to say, okay, I'm going to dribble in a little bit and make a good pass to 5 here. Okay, so always be looking in here. That's where we want the ball. We don't want the ball back and forth up here because the basket's that way. We want to go this way. So that's 2 things to getting the ball in the middle, is to look for open teammates or to attack gaps. Another thing to think of as position 3 is part of what you're going to do is help your teammates get out of trouble. So 5 here has the ball, and he can't really go anywhere. He's being defended well. There's no one else open, so he's already stopped dribbling. So really, it's your job. He's told, like you should even, it's like everyone should do, is when you're in trouble to turn away from the basket. So you got to hurry up, maybe do a quick cut and hurry up to help your teammate out. Okay? So help your teammates out who are in trouble by going behind them to get the ball. Another thing can happen is you may often see, if you have the ball here, you may see 5 come out. And 5's open. You can get the ball to 5. Then you could do something like set a screen for 5. Maybe he picks them up, but now you're open. Okay, see how that works? When you help your teammates out, you're often the one getting the ball too, or your teammate scores, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to score as a team. Okay, so that's just one possibility. Another thing you want to do is when you get the ball, and this is important, is don't just dribble right away. Unless you have a gap. If you say, I got the ball, there's a gap, boom, just go. Okay. But let's say you get the ball and you're defended pretty well. Okay, well, if you don't dribble, you have an option. You can say, okay, I'm going to dribble when it's good for me. I'm going to take what the defense gives me. And maybe that means you give yourself enough time for 1 to set a screen so that you can come around. Or maybe it means 5 sets a screen for you so you can go around. Or it may mean no one sets a screen and your defender overcommits, or you can do a head fake or do a fake with the ball and then go this way if he bites, and then you can go this way. It may mean that one of your teammates gets inside the middle so you can make a pass. So when you get the ball, don't dribble right away. Always leave that option because you have a lot more things you can do with the ball if you didn't. If you get the ball and start dribbling right away, and then he reaches in and you got to pick up the dribble, well, this isn't a good shot at all. The only thing you can do is pass. Okay, so you always want to have that option to say I can pass or dribble. Okay, so don't dribble right away when you get the ball unless you know you have a gap to attack against the zone defense. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty much it for zone defense. Let's take a look at a man-to-man defense. And we see here on the man-to-man defense, your teammates are spread out, all of you. And that's on purpose because we don't want, if all your teammates are inside here, that means all their defenders are inside here as well, and we don't want that. Because we want to create space so if somebody's open, the ball can get to them. If you have a good lane to drive in, that it's open for you. Imagine if all your teammates were inside here and you got the ball and your defender was way over here, and you're like, I got the ball, and oh wait, I got my teammates and all their defenders in my way. Okay, so that's kind of why we want this separation here. And there's plays that we'll run that will say to get people open in this area and for screens to be set. But generally speaking, this is why we have it spread out this way. Now when you have the ball here, you're going to have some options. There's things you could have maybe somebody sets a screen for you. Another option may be you get the ball and your defender overcommits, and then you can see I'm just going to blow right by you because you can't stop running forward. It's fast enough for me to get by you. You may have 5 set a screen. Okay, you may have, as you're standing here, you may see 5 gets open and you can make a pass to here. Okay, so again, we're always thinking, what can I do to help my teammates score? Make good passes, not dribble right away so I can use screens and that sort of thing. And again, we're always looking if teammates in trouble and say one's already dribbled, then we have to say, okay, I need to come over and help my teammate get out of trouble and then just go from there. Maybe 5 comes up, 2 sets a screen, and you go around. So a lot of things can happen when everyone on the team is thinking, what can I do to help my team score, and works to get open and sets screens and takes good shots. And again, so anytime you have a good shot, you want to take it. So that's really everything for your position. Position number 3, we talked about things in general. We're trying to score as a team. We take what the defense gives us, and we make good passes. We work to get open, and we take good shots when we have it.